It's twilight here in Metro Manila, but things are heating up inside the Araneta Coliseum. We're in the thick of things on day 6 of the World Pool Championship, and this is the order of play on table 1, our TV table, of course. We've had 2 matches already played in session 1. Wu Chia-ching against Jovan Bustamante, the young Filipino coming out tops in that one. Mega Imminent over Tony Drago, and coming up in the first match of session 2, Chao Fong against Roberto Gomez. It's been a fantastic session 1 on day 6, the round of 32. If you missed any of the action, here is some of what you missed. So here's confirmation of some of the results then from the last 32. Harold Stolker coming out a winner over Wu Yulin of Chinese Taipei. Alex Bagulaya gave Luis Kondo a 10-2 shellacking to get into the last 16. Alan Martel from Canada is another one through. He beat Goran Ledanovic and Mika Imminent, overcoming the Tornado Tony Drago, team 6, to make it into the last 16, where he'll meet Alan Martel. And Vilmos Foldes overcoming the Great Hope from the United States, Shane Van Boning, 10-8, and he's through to the last 16. Lu Hui Chan over Radoslav Babika. Satoshi Kawabata, how about that? The surprise package from Japan, overcoming the boy from Vietnam, Luang Chi Dong. He will meet Jovan Bustamante, the young boy from Philippines, who downed the 2005 champion Wu Chia-ching. Kuo Po Ching, a winner over the Machine, Oliver Ortman. Corey Duel and Chang Jun Ling is, of course, upcoming. Our matches, Roberto Gomez against Chao Fong Pang, the 2-time winner here at the World Pool Championship. Let's go back to session 1 for a while, guys. I'm joined by Anthony Suntai and, of course, Pat Holtz from Scotland. The surprise, Wu Chia-ching going out to Jovan Bustamante.
Well, not really surprised, because if you've been following the tournament, Jovan Bustamante obviously is a player of caliber. And so everybody knew that he could beat Wu Chia-ching, but a bit of a surprise, as far as I was concerned, was the way Wu Chia-ching actually went out. Because we were talking about this, I just felt that he never turned that corner in terms of turning it up a notch from a former world champion.
Yeah, certainly, as I commented on earlier on in the programme, he hasn't really brought his A game to these championships. He struggled through the first few days, and the young gun in Jovan Bustamante has proven that he's got the calibre to go further in this tournament, and I backed him, and Anthony lost out on this occasion.
I lost out on that one. I know, I lost out on that one.
Okay, let's have a look at what's going on TV Table 2 right now. There's a match that's in progress, or actually it's just over, between Konstantin Stepanov and Jeff De Luna. And we can tell you that Jeff De Luna has just gone down to the man from Russia 10-4. So another Filipino young gun out of the competition.
And actually quite meekly, I'm very surprised about the performance of Jeff De Luna here in this match. We weren't able to actually see him showcase that powerful break that he's been bragging about so much all throughout the week. And everybody actually feared that break, but he wasn't really able to bring it here today against Konstantin Stepanov once again.
Yeah.
He knocked off Efren Batares.
I was
and
just
he's
about
showing,
to say that. And so
he's obviously showing that
he's got class.
He's got class, and he has to be looked out for here in this tournament.
And that's why he's European Tour #1 at the moment. He's showing up to his reputation and he's brought his form here, and he's one to watch out for.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to put my neck on the line here.
Yeah, and tell us.
And I think the Europeans have got a strong chance of winning this championships.
Do you have a name for us?
Not quite.
No, not quite yet.
I'm going to sit on the fence on that one.
Not quite ready to put your neck all the way out yet. Okay, Georgina Chang is standing by with our two combatants for our next upcoming match between Chao Fong and Roberto Gomez. Georgina?
Well, the arena is packed because everyone's looking forward to this match tonight. It's a two-time former world champion versus the Superman. All right, first, let's speak with Chao Fong, see how his form is coming to this match. Chao Fong, 你觉得今天的况状如何呢？
状况如何？状况那等待会打完才知道了。
Well, he said that he can only tell you how his form is right after he's played the match. Then he'll know. All right, Roberto, second year in the Whirlpool Championship, and you've come down so far. So against a former world champion, this is a big match. How are you feeling?
I just did my best, and that's all.
Okay. Now I know you've been using the soft break a lot on this TV table. Are we going to see more of that today?
Yeah, we will.
Okay, all right. All the best to both gentlemen. Don't want to speak too much because I think this is a big match for them. So let's get it started. Uday?
Thank you very much, Georgina. Chao Fong, of course, a two-time winner here at the Whirlpool Championship in 1993 and 2000. Roberto Gomez now has a lot of pressure on his shoulders after his good friend Jeff De Luna just went out. A prediction, quick prediction, guys. Anthony, you first.
I'm putting Chao Fong as the winner here. Obviously, I'm going to go against my countryman once again. Not because I don't want him to win. I want him to win, but at the same time, I still feel he doesn't have enough maturity to still make it to the next round.
Well, I'm going with the opposite. I'm going with Gomez, the local hero. And he's got a big support here, as you can see in the Coliseum, and I'm rooting for the hometown man again.
So who's going to come out top? Well, we'll just have to wait and see, because we're going to make you wait for another 2 minutes. We're going to take a short break to pay the bills. We'll be back between the match between Chao Fong and Roberto Gomez after this short break. Stay with us. Okay, so this is the match in question right now on table #1. It's the second session of the Whirlpool Championship in Chao Fong and Roberto Gomez. Let's get straight to MC Sean McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Araneta Coliseum, the home of the Thriller in Manila. It's the 2007 Philippines Whirlpool Championships presented by San Miguel and Pagcor and promoted by Matchroom Sport and Rhea Sport. And a very warm welcome to our viewers joining us live here on ESPN across the world and Sky Sports. Well, it's a race to 10. The winner breaks. Referee is Mr. Nigel Reese. It's now time to meet our players. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from Chinese Taipei and the former two-time champion of the world, Chao Fong. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Philippines. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman, Roberto Gomez!
Well, this one should be a barn burner. These two men got here by destroying their previous opponents by a total score of 20 wins to 1 loss. Chao took down Dillahunty 10-0. Gomez took down Lely 10-1. These guys got game.
Well, something's gotta give tonight. Chao Fong still has plenty of pool left at the age of 40. The cold-faced killer has been a revelation this year in Asia, and there's confirmation of that demolition job on the poor fellow from down under. Roberto Gomez from Zamboanga City on the southern tip of Mindanao, the island of Mindanao here in the Philippines, at the age of 32, really coming into his own. And he manhandled Alex Lely from the Netherlands yesterday. Yep. And he's got the entire nation in his corner now against a very tough opponent.
Well, I was very impressed with the way that Gomez handled the table last night. He was breaking and running time after time. But he's lost the lag.
First rack, race to 10, winner breaks.
Fong Chao comes to the table with the first break.
It's all business with Chao, isn't it?
He didn't get that nickname by accident. A lot of the players have moved over to the left-hand side of the table for breaking today. And we'll call that a moderate soft break. As you watch, he does have a shot on the one ball.
Just needs to make sure he doesn't get tied up with those balls. I guess he'll want to hit the cue ball as close to that pocket as possible without scratching. In and out.
Well, he's missed his very first shot. That'll bring Gomez to the table. Gomez has an easier path to the two ball than did Chao, and an easier shot as well. I don't know Gomez very well. Have you spent much time around him, Bob?
Yeah, a little bit. We went to Indonesia together for one of the old San Miguel Asian 9-Ball Tour events. He's had a strange year in the Asian Tour this year. He's always, getting to like the quarterfinals and playing well, and then playing against somebody who just shoots lights out. So he's a good player, and it's just a matter of time before he gets a really good result. And 32 years old, very experienced. He's a veteran of those late night challenge matches. Just has to make his mark in the tournament scene.
Well, he certainly made his mark here in this championship. Subject of a lot of conversation. Many people picking him as the dark horse that no one saw coming before this tournament started.
And you're really going to like his technique, Jerry. It's so technically sound. I mean, the lines are everything lines up, and yet he's got that wonderful fluid stroke as well. But just about as solid and textbook as a technique that you will find among any of the top players here in the Philippines.
Well, things don't get any easier for the winner of this match. Whoever does pass through will play the winner of the match between Ralph Souquet and Niles Fayen. But first things first, get through this match. And Gomez about to put the first mark on the board for us. Superman. Leads Chao Fong Pang now. 1-0. It's a race to 10. Take a look at some of the shots that allowed Mr. Gomez to grab that first point. You know, in many countries, there are amateur leagues that people play in, and that's pretty much where we grab our talent pool from. Before we get to that, make sure you go to ESPNstar.com for all the latest updates and all the goings-on in sports around the world.
Roberto Gomez to break, leading 1-0.
Do you have a league system in the Philippines?
There are amateur leagues, yeah. Play in some of them, but there are professional tournaments. They're still in the process of coming up with a solid professional league, but amateur tournaments, yes, definitely. Oh wow, that's a real baby break there.
Yes, but unless that 3-ball nudged the cue ball behind the 4, he should be in good stead here. You can take a look. He was looking great, and then here comes the 3 and gets involved, but I don't think it's hurt him at all.
I wonder if that 3 makes it past the pocket.
Wow.
Well, it does now.
With all the balls down on this end of the table, he's playing a half-table game. So he doesn't have to make that cue ball do a lot of work.
Oh, did he get on the right side of this 4? I don't think so.
No, he's pretty frustrated with this one. Now, this is the problem with playing a half-table game. There's more traffic to run through. The balls are closer together.
Looks like he wanted that cue ball about 5 inches or 3 to 5 inches to the right of your screen at the moment. Now he's got to go into that area.
Getting a lot of deep draw on this ball. Oh, wow. Beautiful shot. And we saw this last night. When this fella has to come with a shot, he just comes with a shot.
It's like, oh, were there balls there? I didn't notice.
Yeah. We're going to scroll some results down at the bottom of your screen. As you can see, former champion Wu is gone. Tony Drago lost to Mika Imminent.
Couple of former champions there, yeah.
Yeah, Pagulayan had no problem today. Jeff DeLuna, who had told a few people that he was going to win this championship, no longer has that opportunity.
Shane Van Bonen also to the sidelines.
Absolutely. Shane just never got on his game this week that I could see. But Gomez has gotten on his. Stays at the table. He's 20% of the way home. 2-0 in favor of Gomez. It's a race to 10. Boy, this shot right there. That was amazing the way he moved that cue ball around.
And you know, we've seen already how softly he tapped that break and how effective it was. If he can keep that up, he's going to take some beating in this match.
He was able to stay at the table last evening for long stretches of time.
Rack 3, Roberto Gomez to break, leading 2 racks to 0.
Yeah, the rack meets with his approval. And he will once again play position on the 1 ball. And once again, he's there. Note that even with that soft break, he puts 2 balls down.
This is looking ominous for Chao Fong Pan. Not a whole lot of problems here, you would think, but he's concerned about shape from 2 to 5, it appears.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure he's got enough here. I think he was wanting to go the 3-rail route. He would have liked to have gone off of this rail and out like this to land in good shape for the 5 rather.
Yeah, he may not have that off this angle. Now he's... I thought I was about to say he was going to be wrong-sided from 5 to 6. Now he's rolled up a bit. He's going to have to come up with a pretty good draw shot here. Or maybe drop this cue ball in between 6 and 8.
Well, he can do that, we know, but it looks like he's really putting a lot of deep draw to just pull in between. That'll work.
And I loved how still he was in that shot.
Yeah, you're right about his form. He's classic.
It's a classic. He's got that, yeah.
The next ball that he has to reach is right here. So he'll just be going back a little bit, making sure he stays clear of that 8 ball. He doesn't even need to do that. He just played a stop shot.
I think if you were going to teach a young person how to shoot with the proper technique, you might show him video of this stroke here. Everything is absolutely perfect.
It's made his work a little more difficult than he needed to. Giving himself a little talking to as he walks around and takes a look at the precise aiming point on that 9 ball. A lot of stretch now. He may want to go for the bridge. Oh no. This is asking for tragedy. But he doesn't get it. This is one dominating player, and Chao knows he has a real battle ahead if he can get out on the battlefield. Gomez, 3-0 over Chao. Here's what we're playing for. There's $100,000 waiting up top for our champion. The runner-up makes 40 grand. Each semifinalist makes 20,000. Pretty good day's work. Speaking of a good day's work, Gomez, he's really putting out the effort, and it is paying off for him. He is making the balls, even when he has to go behind his back, as he did in this last rack.
It's just so amazingly hard to stroke straight when you play behind the back.
Yeah, on 1 foot.
Yeah.
To Gomez to break, leading 3 racks to 0.
The crowd has made it plain whom they wish to win.
There's a pattern here somewhere.
Yeah, but you know what? The 7 ball is going to make it tough.
Yeah, to get shape back for the blue, he has to dig into this, and he can't with the 7 ball there. But this is always the danger with the soft break. There's almost no position value to this unless he's going to play to for a safety on the 2.
That's the most obvious thing, play to a safety, but what he was just lining up was a cut on the 2 into the right-hand bottom corner pocket. If he can get back across the table, he can pull that off. If that 7 ball moves, Chao gets ball in hand.
Foul shot.
Foul shot.
He hit the 7.
And scratched.
That is shocking. That's a bad mistake there by Gomez.
Well, we told you the 7 was going to make it tough, and if you hit another ball with your cue stick, it's a foul.
That's just careless.
Yeah. So now Chao just to come to the table, see if he can stay there for a while.
Yeah, he's made his first shot in the match was an error, Chao, and Gomez punished him with 3 racks, so Chao has to do the same thing.
Gomez has presented Chao with a nice layout. The 2 ball is not blocked from the corner pocket. So Chao just has to play his game. Yeah. Now he does have to get next to the 4 ball, which is right here. And to do that, he's got to make sure that he stays away from the 7 and the 9.
Keeping it simple, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just going to play that alley.
He's got a little angle, that's all he needs. And really, Jerry, either of these players very capable of running out multiple racks.
Yeah, I got a feeling Chao may put on a show for us here.
The big question, is he going to try and copy that ultra soft break, or is he just going to try his medium break?
I think he's got to go with what's working, and that's that soft break. So Gomez makes an error. Chao capitalizes, and now he's on the board. He'll be coming back to take the diamond apart next. Chao looking across the arena, perhaps. Yeah, there's that foul. And there's just a cleanup job. Chao's been on this stage so very many times before. If anyone has an advantage in front of the cameras, you'd think it would be he. Trailing 3-1, he has a little work to do.
Harold Peach.
Harold Peach has just finished his match against Lee Kung Fang. He won that one 10-7. So he makes it into the round of 16. And tomorrow he will be playing Harold Stoka.
You know, our buddy Pat Holtz sounding very prescient when he was saying that Europe
Rack 5.
just might win the championship.
To break. It's only 1 rack to 3.
Yes, well, of course, Pat's a great guy. He's from Europe.
Total of 9 European players left in this event. There's the sort of soft break there by Chao. Looks like he has something here on the 1.
Yeah, but this is a bit tougher shot than we're used to off the break. He does get the cue ball will be headed in the direction he needs it to for the 2 ball. So he's missed it.
Oh wow! He's left the 1 too.
Yes, he has. Now, there you see the miss. He just catches the nose of that pocket. He's also made the table a lot tougher by moving that 9 ball over to toward the 6.
This is a tester for Gomez.
This is a real tester for Gomez. He'll probably have to settle for a long shot on the 2 ball by moving the cue ball out to the center of the table. Out to table 7, where we're watching Ralph Souquet. And Souquet, oh, that was Neil Fayen, who has just won that match against Souquet, the former world champion. He beat Souquet soundly, 10-2. Good for Niels Fayen. And tomorrow, he's going to face the winner of our match on table 1. Well, Souquet had I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but he did have terrible back pain this week. And there you see how our brackets are shaping up.
Gomez did make that beautiful shot on the 1. And the rack is opened up. I mean, the 7, the 9, and the 6 are close together, but they all have pockets to go into.
And even though the table, as you say, had gotten tough, it appears that Gomez will be able to cruise through the rest of these balls. And put his 4th mark out there. Emptying the pocket so there's room for what he needs to place there.
This really was a let off by Chao. He had a shot at the 1. He could have done some damage. Instead, it's Roberto Gomez who's going to stretch that lead.
Indeed. Gomez now leads Chao 4-1. And he is managing the break shot as well as anyone we've seen this week. If there's any key to his success, it's got to be that break. There's the shot that Chao missed that brought Gomez to the table. found any shots yet that this man's afraid to take on.
Certainly not the behind the back 9.
That may be my favorite shot of the day. Behind the back on 1 foot on a 9-ball.
In the World Pool Championship.
Yeah.
Another day in the office.
Against a former world champion. Shall we keep going with this?
Who happens to be Chao Fong.
Indeed.
In the round of 32.
I tell you.
Rack 6, Roberto Gomez to break, leading 4 racks to 1.
Well, if all goes as planned, after this break shot, we'll be watching the 1 deposited into the side pocket. Unless it squirts into the side pocket. That's the one thing that can go wrong with this plan. But it doesn't. So we'll have the 1 in the side. Now the 2-ball is a bit tougher this time.
Now he's really got issues here. The only 2 that pocket goes into is the one in the top left corner of the screen. And boy, if he can get to that position for that shot, I'd sure like to see it.
Well, how about a 2-9 carom just to win the game?
Wow.
I think he may have snookered himself. No, he's got an alley.
Is he going to play a stop ball, leave the cue ball there, take the ball the other side?
Yeah, I think that's the safest thing to do. Just strike the 2-ball and leave the cue ball there, and then just send the 2-ball over here for a nice block. No sense trying to be a hero, although when you're nicknamed Superman, perhaps you must. Well, that's good. Yeah, that'll work. And he didn't put the 7-ball anywhere dangerous when he ran into it there. So he really hasn't changed the complexion of the table. Chao is a very accomplished jump shot player, but I don't think he'll try this. It's too close to the 8-ball. And he would have to reach a little too far out on the table to be comfortable with that jump cue.
That cue ball would have to imitate one of those vertical takeoff and landing or fighter planes to be able to.
Well, guess what?
Yeah, climb over that 8. Oh, this I gotta see. Wow.
He is known for this shot.
The laws of physics are going to have to take a vacation here for the next couple of minutes.
Notice that he's throwing this like a dart.
Yeah.
He's not handling it like a cue stick. He's just and he's fouled.
Ball in hand.
Well, that's twice now that Chao has fouled. And looking for problems for Gomez. I don't see any.
Perhaps a little bit ambitious there by Chao. Another easy rack. Interesting how Gomez played that. I thought he was just going to leave the cue there and have the nice angle.
Yeah, I wonder why he wanted to take that angle away.
Now he's straight and he has to bridge over a 9.
Well, he finds that result a little bit amusing. We'll see if he's still smiling after this. Oh, he will be. Boy, what a stroke this fella has.
It's just so butter smooth, and the rhythm is just so slow and deliberate, and it's just exactly what you like to see out of a good player.
You know, I even like the sound of his stroke. It's nice and crisp.
Look at that back arm, completely perpendicular to the table, just the way it's supposed to be. And zero body movement.
Right.
Oh, this one's got to hurry. You think you like him to take the long shot here, just dribble this forward, or go around?
I like going around 3 rails. When he can control the cue ball the way this man has, why settle for anything less? No need for behind-the-back theatrics this time. Well, Gomez making a very loud statement on our show table, dominating Chao. He leads the man 5-1.
Rack 7, Roberto Gomez to break, leading 5 racks to 1.
Roberto Gomez dominating this match thus far, but he needs to make that cushion as big as he can, because Chao definitely capable of running racks. Wow. Groundhog Day.
I think we've seen this about 5 times before, haven't we? But eventually, that 6 ball, or the ball in that position, is going to wind up between he and that 1 ball. It just has to happen.
Now, if that 2 ball passes lower left, this rack is very solvable for Roberto Gomez.
Well, if it doesn't, it certainly passes lower right, and he could just go 3 rails, take a bit of a long shot, but he's going to draw back for it there. He sure does come close to balls when he's playing position.
Yeah. And this is a tough shot coming up here.
Yeah, he's got to go right past that 9 ball. The 2 balls way too far away from the 9 to even consider a combination. It's when you're controlling the balls the way this man is. I believe he's going to play safe for us.
The old roll-up.
And
now, Chao has to leave the jump cue in the bag for this.
yes, he does. A 1 rail escape. Actually, he's probably trying to make this ball. And he has left it for Gomez. Chao just can't get anything going here.
Nothing is working.
Every time he comes to the table, he creates a good situation for Gomez. And while Chao is a generous man, he's not that giving.
He doesn't want to be up on that rail.
No, he doesn't. But it hasn't stopped him before. He's got to jack it back into the cue stick up a little bit. That makes the shot much more difficult. And as a result, he has missed. But has he left anything?
Should be a safety here for Chao. Second unforced error for Roberto Gomez. Well, now it's Roberto Gomez's time to be hog-tied here. he has to try and do the one rail, maybe the two rail kick, and try and get a positive result. Chao sniffing an opportunity here to play a role in this match.
Oh! What did you say Chao was sniffing out there? Chao can't believe this.
He wants to be sniffing some smelling salts right now. He's just been knocked out cold by this outrageous fluke.
Wow.
And the hand in apology shot up.
Talk about things
so
going
quickly.
your way. Well, Roberto seems to be able to do no wrong. And when he errs a little bit, it just doesn't work for Chao. Eight ball will go in the corner pocket. He'll draw back a little bit, play the 9 ball in the same corner pocket, and increase his lead yet again. Chao getting a little bit frustrated. Can't blame him when things like that happen to you. Gomez just keeps rolling along. He won the first 3 racks. He's won the last 3 racks. For our viewers leaving now for Sports Center, we'll see you in half an hour. Gomez, 6-1 over Chao. Well, at least he apologized.
That's all you can do.
Well, the local fans getting exactly what they came for. Quite a show.
Rack 8, Roberto Gomez to break, leading 6 racks to 1.
I'm just aghast that he can keep getting the same shot after the break time after time after time. I mean, I admire him for being able to do it.
Well, something different.
Yeah, but he's still got a shot. And while the 2 ball is down here near the foot rail, he really doesn't have to do too much. He can just leave the cue ball in the center of the table after he sinks the 1 ball.
Just love the release here of the cue. Very smooth and wristy. And Chao, you know, he is such a great player, capable of doing wonderful things on the table, but just not happening for him today.
Well, the 3 ball must slide past the 8 without a problem. And it's all laid out for Roberto to take this to 7. I'm
He looks so relaxed, Jerry. So relaxed.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of letting the pressure roll off of his back. All the way across the table for the 7. A little straightish, but nothing he can't work with. Just a moderately firm stroke will stun the cue ball off of the rail and back out clear of the 9 ball to take the 8 in the opposite corner pocket.
He's played that good, played it over the pocket. This is going to be the 3rd break and run out for Gomez if he can convert.
I think he can convert. Superman keeps flying through the racks. Really amazing, his fans putting on quite a show. Leads the former world champion 7-1. Stay with us. We've got to take a bank shot.
Rack 9, Roberto Gomez to break, leading 7 racks to 1.
This has become the Roberto Gomez exhibition show. How to string racks together.
Well, you said it.
It's finally happened.
It's finally happened. Not 1, but 2 balls have come over. Throwing a spanner in the works. I tell you what, Jerry, this is jumpable, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it's such a short distance. He'd have to land on the 1 ball to keep from jumping over the table, and that's what he's going to do.
As long as he jumps it with a little bit of draw, he will land on the 2, which is right there beside the 9 ball.
I have to tell you, I have all the faith in the world in this man. I believe in him, but I don't think he's going to make this shot. I think he's inviting tragedy, and he's got the push-out option available to him that he could use instead. He's taking a chance.
Could lose the cue off the table.
Oh,
Shot.
1 hand.
He had a longer distance to jump over the 8 than he had distance to land after the 8 than before the 1.
Yeah, I don't know why you take that chance, even with a big lead, because, that's Chao in the chair. You want to keep him there.
Yeah. And this is winner breaks. One mistake and you could be in your chair for a while. This is not a challenging rack for Chao.
No, and Chao, very, very smart fellow. He's been watching exactly what Gomez has been doing. I promise you he can do the exact same thing.
Wow. Is that where he wanted that cue ball to be?
Not at all. The result of a cold arm.
What does Pat Holtz call it? Tight arm syndrome. Oh boy. He can still recover though. He may have to get a longer shot on the 4. I think he just takes this in the top left corner of the screen and just babies it. Make sure of the pot.
Well, I like the top right. Let's see what he likes. Top right. And he is settling for the long shot on the 4.
That is a long, thin cut. And it's a long, thin cut to another long shot. This, I mistook the 4 and the 5 here.
It's easy to do. They're very similar in chroma.
That's a good shot. That's a big shot for his confidence there, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That will loosen that arm considerably.
And really, this match is not over.
Not at all.
If you were to ask Chao how many racks he's run in his career, the most number, I'm sure it's more than 6.
Many times. This, however, will be the first 9-ball that Chao has had a chance to sink since rack number 4. And we are, of course, in rack number 9. And the point for our former world champion, courtesy of, let's say, an undeserved risk by Roberto Gomez on that jump shot. We'll see what kind of price Gomez now has to pay for that error. Chao can put them together. Really put some good shots out on that ride. Chao now trailing by 5 games. 7-2, Roberto Gomez in front. We'll see if Chao doesn't copy Gomez break.
Rack 10, Chao Fong to break, turning 2 racks to 7.
Is he physically capable of breaking that soft? That's the question. Not bad.
Not bad. He hit it a little bit harder.
Yeah, a little bit stiffer, but this is a 4-ball.
I'm going to tell you what. Gomez is getting all the rolls. Chao is getting none. The last moment that 4-ball rolls up in the way.
This is certainly not cuttable into the side, is it?
Not by my eyes.
Maybe the wind from the cue ball might be able to cut that in.
It's a good safety, though.
Yeah.
The thing that Gomez will be looking at, though, now is he can come in and kick behind that 1-ball. He can come down, kick behind the 1, and send the 1-ball up into here to hide behind all these balls.
Yeah, he wants a nice full contact on the 1 off the 1 rail. Looks like he's going to have to juice this up with a little bit of left-hand English the way he sees it.
Well, we know he's capable of really spinning. Oh, he's going to go behind the back. He just doesn't like using that rest, does he? This is a long stretch.
We didn't. Well, he's left something.
Yeah, he's left an alley. I think Chao can make this ball.
I don't think he hit that ball hard enough, Jerry. He didn't hit it hard enough, and I didn't hit it at the right angle, but Chao's got to bear down here.
We may be witnessing one of those incidents where momentum changes chairs.
That's a good shot. That deserved a little bit of applause, I think.
It did, but it's going to be hard for Chao to find applause in this crowd.
bit short of pace here.
Yeah, but he can come around. Yeah, his speed just isn't up yet.
He's given himself a reverse cut here. What's the path of the cue ball back to the 5 here? It's going to be a circuit, this one.
It really is, and
I almost
gee
don't
whiz,
see that.
I don't see a good path. You know, he can't be digging down on this ball.
Inside. Side cushion, then short rail. Is that what he's trying to do? There, yeah, that's what he was trying to do. A brave shot. Oh, he deserved that. Jerry, he deserved that.
Well, it is time he got a roll. Here's another look. 4-ball jaws out. But the cue ball takes a nice roll. And in fairness to Chao, had he made that 4-ball, he would have had great position on the 5. So it's not like he wasn't trying to get down to this end of the table.
But he played a very advanced shot with top, a bit of top right-hand English. Side rail, then short rail. Almost pulled it off. But he's still in a good spot here, Chao is.
Yeah, Gomez measuring the angle for his 1-rail escape. It's hard to imagine anything good really happening here. He's going to be able to hit it this way, but then there's nothing to hide behind.
And it's a small ball. Oh, but it's not small enough. And shake on the 5. Wow. Wow.
There is a single question that the pool world has to ask itself now.
Nice and quiet then, please.
Who is this guy?
Boy, that took a lot of skill to get the shot there, but a good slice of fortune as well. And this cue ball has to go up and down. His job isn't over unless he plays safe.
I want Gomez to buy my lottery ticket tonight.
I don't want him to buy. I think he's used up his luck.
He may have. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. That kick shot would not have gone did he not have the skill to hit that ball solid.
Chao must be feeling like he's been hit by a bus at the moment. I mean, even when he's lucky, incredible things happen to Roberto Gomez.
Gomez closing in on victory. His fans signaling to him. 2 to go. We'll be back to see if he gets there.
Rack 11, Roberto Gomez to break, leading 8 racks to 2.
Nigel Reese has gotten very used to saying Roberto Gomez to break. And the crowd really getting into it now. Smiles all around.
Reminder to our viewers, this next shot is in normal speed. We did not accidentally press the slow motion button. But I tell you what, this first shot is a circus shot.
Yeah. But it's the same song, different verse. He's playing the shot over and over again. He's making 2 balls on the break.
Now, what's the play here? Off that short rail with a lot of low left-hand English, a little bit of left-hand English.
Yeah, I think, just a little bit of low, really. You don't even need the left.
Oh, he had the angle to go forward.
Say that's how you do it. He's a bit straight, but I don't think he's worried.
Yeah, he's close enough, I think, to think about going to the rail first route. It looks like he's just gonna pinch the angle.
And does. Spins right. He spins off the rails as well as anyone I've ever seen. Chao, got to be a worried man when you see an opponent who's playing this well and getting all the rolls to boot.
Gomez wanted the cue ball perhaps a little bit further. No, he's okay. Boy, is he going to slide off the face of the 9 here?
Well, he is, and that 9 ball is going to wind up parked over by the corner pocket, making his last shot even easier.
Either parked over that pocket or in the bottom of that pocket.
That could happen. Watch out.
Reminder that the winner of this match makes the last 16 and is guaranteed a spot next year in the 2008 World Pool Championship. This is a big stage. Well, you say he's a good spinner of the ball off the rail. He's got to do it again here.
He will. 3 rails out to center table for the 9 ball. Unless he decides just to take the longer shot. No. 3 rails. Center table. 9 ball.
Break and run out number 4 for Roberto Gomez.
And that puts him on the hill. All he's got to do is repeat that performance one more time, and he will have sent the former world champion home. And he has been beating on that fella like a chained up dog. I can't remember in 10, 15 years ever seeing anyone do this to Chao.
Chao's done it to some other players, and he's not appreciating it here. Gomez has outscored his last 2 opponents by a combined score of 19-3. Sounds like an American football score.
It does.
Track 12, Roberto Gomez to break. Leading 9 racks to 2.
Gomez has taken Chao to the woodshed.
All he has to do is work that magic one more time. But the last rack can be the toughest. What happens?
Still, does he have...
Yeah, he's got it.
He can sneak that one in. A little bit of congestion this time, but with the 4 and the 7. But
well, I think he's got it. Now, he's just looked at that and given us an expression of, oh, no.
Maybe with a little swerve it goes down. At any rate, surely there's a safety here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of safeties, but you know he doesn't want to play safe. Well, here comes the swerve. And it's down. That should be it. He just, what a shot this guy puts on. Look at that ball spin.
Just when you think you've seen his full repertoire.
Comes out into the window for the 4-ball.
Oh, that's a great shot, Jerry. That's a great touch. You know, he's so deliberate and almost, you know, and slow and oh, wait.
Watch out.
Hello.
He has a problem now.
I think he's got to try and bust it up off the 5, off the 6.
A little surprised he didn't see that coming.
This is the shot. He's got angle.
Yeah, he can get there.
It would be a nice way to finish off this match if he could tickle the 7 free from the 8 off this 6.
He actually needs to go 2 rails. He needs to drive that cue ball down here and come off this rail so that when he strikes into the 8-ball, the 8-ball's driven away from the 7 and doesn't just form a blocker between the cue ball and the 7. This will take some thought. Here it comes.
Oh, he missed it. I don't think the combination's on, too.
No, it's not.
There's Phantom. No, is it? No. Somebody. That's Sebastian Chua there. And
we'll have to see what kind of plan this man has. He's got to shoot for a safe here. Oh, well done. My goodness. This fella has everything in his repertoire.
this is an intentional foul. He just see the piece of the 7.
The combination's on.
Oh, he left it on.
You have to think Chao is almost relieved.
Yeah.
This has been terrible for him.
It's been a nightmare. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Even when he was in, you know, rack number 7 when he had snookered. Gomez fluked in the 3, and then in rack number 10, the outrageous kick in. Gomez is going to the round of 16.
Well, you don't have to watch to know the result of this next shot. We're just going to let the crowd tell you all about it. Gomez has made Manila proud and happy. He'll shake every hand that's offered him. He's just sent a former world champion home in more than defeat. Golly, a 10-2 whomping of Chao Fong Hang by Gomez sends Gomez into tomorrow's play and into the final Sweet 16. Gomez tomorrow is going to take on Neil Fayan, who put on a whipping of his own today. He beat Ralph Souquet 10-2, so that's a match to look forward to. Wow, here's how our chart's forming up for you. Kuo awaits the outcome of the Duel and Chang match. And we are already set on the bottom part of this bracket. It'll be Fayen versus Gomez tomorrow. That should be quite a show. I can't wait to see that one. Tell you what, let's go talk to Georgina. She's with our winner.
All right, well, Roberto is here. I just grabbed hold of him, wouldn't let him go anywhere because everybody wants a piece of you right now. Now, firstly, let me ask you, in that final rack, we had trouble with the 7 and the 8 ball.
Yeah.
What was on your mind?
I want to go for a safe. That the 7 ball will go here, and the cue ball must cover the 8. So, but I think it's easier to go for a combination for that 8. So, I think that's it. So I'll play for that.
Okay, now you've beaten the two-time former world champion 10-2. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I feel happy. I feel good. My fans are here with me now. So, yeah, and I play good for them.
Yeah, you play good. I think your fans double in size because now you're in the last 16. All right, back to you, Day.